Hey, so what I want to do in this video is talk about good anime that you can watch on Crunchyroll in 2022. And when I mean 2022, I mean anime that were added on Crunchyroll in 2022. So if you see an anime up here and it's from the year like 1996 or something, just know it's an anime that recently got added to Crunchyroll. That's what I want to do. I'm not just talking about strictly anime that just came out in 2022. There'll be a few anime on here from 2022, but I want to just go with all the stuff that recently been added because you know that Crunchyroll and Funimation have combined, and you know that they're literally getting they're slowly but surely getting a lot of different anime from Funimation, and I want to talk about them if they got added, you know, to Crunchyroll, along with like a few ones from like seasonal anime that came out that was airing on Crunchyroll. But let's get into it. The first one recently got added a few weeks ago, and that is Paranoia Agent. Now, Paranoia Agent is a very interesting anime. So it basically follows this lady that like literally she's going on the street and she basically gets hit with a bat by this guy named Little Slugger, and like nobody believes her at first and just thinks she's going crazy until you keep hearing these rumors about like people getting hit and like seeing this guy named Little Slugger and he has this golden bat. And like, just know this is a very psychological type of anime because like you're gonna think of like, is this guy the Little Slugger? Is he real? Is he not real? It's a really good anime. It's a classic one. I'm pretty sure this is by like the person that made like Perfect Blue and all stuff like that. I'm pretty sure, but it's really good. If you've not seen Paranormal Agent, please watch it. I'm pretty sure Crunchyroll just recently got the dub too, so if you want to watch it in dub, you can watch it in dub and it's there for you. Now, the next one is one from last season of spring that I enjoyed a lot, and they got announced that it was getting a season 2, and that is Birdie Wing, Golf Girl Story. Now, this one is a fantastic anime. Even if you don't like golf or even sports anime, you'll enjoy this one because they do an interesting thing with golf where it's basically golf mafia. Like the first half of the show is basically golf mafia because you have the main character Eve. She basically lives in the slums and all that, and she's always like hustling on the side, hustling people for golf. Like there's always old men she's playing golf with, and she's hustling them for money until like she meets this one girl named Aoi. And like she basically like for some reason like her heart beats and she gets fast because she like when she sees somebody that's really skilled she gets super excited, and like those two play and then she just wants to keep playing with her, and so she has to go like basically strike up a deal with the mafia that way she can get into this tournament. She gets into the tournament and then we're gonna get into like other like stuff with the mafia and if she can ever meet this Japanese girl again because like they're in like a whole nother different country now in Japan when they start off. But it's very interesting. It was a very interesting story. Like I like the way that they made golf interesting because you know golf can be very boring at times.
直撃のブルーバレット
Unless like you actually like golf, but they made it very interesting. You should watch Birdie Wing. Like I said, season 2 is coming out next year in January, and I can't wait because the anime was so good. It was one of my favorite ones from the spring. Now the next one is KAGEKI Shoujo. Now this one's interesting. It follows this girl named Watanabe. She's gonna go to this school where basically you learn theater and all that, and they're trying to like join this like troupe that basically it's like all girl class like on theater and all that. And as you're watching this, you're gonna see like as the girls grow, because Watanabe meets this girl named Ai who was like a child actor, but because of certain incidents she basically had to stop being like an idol, and because she was like too scared and had like crazy fans that did something, and she doesn't really like men because she basically has like a very traumatic past. There's a lot of trauma that she had when she was left home alone because like her mom would leave because her mom was an actress, and she would leave him with this creepy old man or this creepy man, and like she has a lot of trauma from that, so that's why she doesn't like men. But all in all, it's a really good anime. Like I said, you'll enjoy all the characters, and like I said, some of the backstories for some of these characters gets really deep, and you'll learn like some of these girls act a certain way that they do. Trust me, it's a phenomenal anime. I enjoyed it so much when it was airing. Now, the next one is The Melancholy of Haruji Suzumiya. Now, this is an OG classic one. I'll tell you this. There are 8 episodes that you do not need to watch. It's called Endless 8. It's going to be in season 2. Only watch one of those episodes because it's the same like thing. But let's get into this anime though. Besides like that, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But The Melancholy of Haruji Suzumiya, basically this is gonna follow the main character Haruya, and then like the main guy, they're basically gonna solve like some of these little mysteries type of thing, and other like crazy sci-fi things, because basically the world basically is around Haruya, and you have people that are either time traveling, they're aliens, all this other stuff, and you're just gonna see them do a lot of different wacky shenanigans. It's a crazy sci-fi anime. It's basically like a slice of life just with sci-fi and all these other aspects to it, and them kind of doing mystery, and them kind of basically doing whatever Haruya wants to do. Because
gotta calm down, all right?
What's with you? This is what we're talking about. You should be happier about this development.
Well, we're in the middle of class.
Haruya basically wants to do all these other wacky random things. Like there's this one when they basically are dressing up in frog suits because Haruya just wants to do anything. It doesn't matter. That's basically what the show is wrapped around. I mean, the anime is named after her, so basically she's gonna do whatever she wants. It's wild, but it's really good. But like I said, there are episodes called the Endless Eight, and you only need to watch one of them episodes and the final episode of that arc, because it's a waste of your time, because it's the same episode repeating and doing the same thing. The only thing that might be different is they might have different clothes on or something like that, but it's literally the same shit. And like it's a waste of time to watch. And it's like, it's in season 2 though. Like if you really want to watch this, put in the comments and I'll tell you how the watch order though. So the next one is Psycho-Pass. Now Psycho-Pass is very interesting. So it's in a futuristic world where basically no crime crime happens, but they have these devices that basically can like detect crime, and they'll let you know like if somebody is going to be bad or if it's basically like they're detecting like in your brain like your intent to like kill or stuff kind of like that, things kind of like that. So basically you're going to have this girl named Akane, who's the main character. She's going to become like one of the investigators that joins like the police force kind of thing, whatever. And they get these weapons, and these weapons they basically point it at somebody, and it just like tells them like what level they're at, like in their head. Like if it's like 2 over a certain threat level, they basically get stunned and they get brought in for questioning, and then they have to like go through this therapy to like make their, you know, like brain not be as stressed, that it can be just like you know, just calm and all that, and not having no bad thoughts, other stuff like that. And then if your thoughts like super high over, their weapon turns into this big like thing, and they shoot you and it basically explodes everywhere. Yeah, guts and stuff fly everywhere. It's crazy. Like I said, it's very crazy, because I'm just like, dog, some of the stuff I'm like, dang, like, did you really need to kill that person? But yeah, they be killing them. But it's a very interesting show. Like I said, it has a lot of different aspects to it. Season 1 and 2 in the movie is on Crunchyroll, but for season 3 you have to go to Prime Video. But you really don't need to watch season 3. It's not really that important unless you really like the series a lot. But it's still interesting. Psycho-Pass is a very interesting, and like it's one of them animes that'll make you think about some stuff, because some of the stuff that happens in here you're just like, wow, it's kind of crazy. That's like, it's very, like I said, it's one of those thinker-ish anime in a way, but not in a way. But it's really good. Psycho-Pass is a really good anime. You'll enjoy it a lot, trust me. Now, the next one is Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. Now, this is an isekai, and this is a hilarious isekai. So the main character, his name's Tatsuya. He basically, this goddess is like looking for a hero that can like save this world, and she basically sees this guy's stats, and then she tells him to come in. And this man is basically super cautious, and like, so he goes into the isekai world, and he's like, yo, can I train here? Because he's in like the heaven-ish realm, or the god and goddess realm, whatever. And he's like, yo, before I go here, I want to train. And then when he finally gets there, this man is like super cautious. Like he's fighting a slime, and he overkills the slime. And then like he's always like thinking ahead and has all these different plans and stuff like that. It's always wild, because like there's so many different moments. Like this man breaks people down. He goes to train with another god, and he has the god so scared. And then he goes to train with this other god, and the god falls in love with him. And then there's like this crazy god that like basically she can't be around men because she always wants to have sex type of thing. It's wild. Yeah, this is a wild isekai. It's probably like one of the funniest isekai. It's up there because like there's so many like funny moments. There's a moment when this man is talking to this one girl and slaps the shit out of her. Like it's...
Your men didn't get killed by accident. All that stuff is on you. If you had been able to come up with a strategy that didn't suck, they'd still be alive right now.
You scum! You better take that back! I should kill you!
Like there's so many moments that have you rolling in this anime. And then please watch Cautious Hero. It's one of the funniest isekai of all time. Now, next one is literally from last season. That's Heroine Runs the Show. Basically, you're going to have this girl that's coming from the country, and she goes to Tokyo to go to this school that she can run for track, because like she loves track, and like her high school that's in her hometown didn't have a track team, so she has to go here. And as she goes there, she runs into these 1-2 guys that actually are like famous idols, and she's eventually going to become like their manager in training, even though like they all beef with each other. And as the anime goes on, they're going to grow into like a blossoming like a friendship, and she's going to understand what idols are, because at first she didn't know anything about it. And she's going to appreciate their craft, and they're going to appreciate her craft, like when it comes to track and all that. But it's a really good anime. I mean, I love like the relationship those three get like as the anime goes on and as we get to the end of the show, because like it's really amazing just seeing like their growth. Because at the beginning, like I said, they didn't like each other, they hated each other, and then they start to grow and become close and become friends. There are some controversial things that are going to happen here, being like to the idols, and like the idols and her being like super close. There's going to be like some of their female friends that are going to get mad at her, because like they're so close, because they're, you know, they're super fans, and they're like, yo, no girl can be close to them type of thing. But all in all, it was a really enjoyable anime. Even if you don't like idol anime, this one's very unique and different, and like it's different than like the normal idol anime that you would enjoy. There's like barely any singing in it. There's a little bit of scenes where of course the idols are going to sing at their concerts, but it's not like the typical like ones you've seen where like usually like the idols, they have like the CGI looking thing at times when they're performing. It's very different though. But you enjoy this one, trust me, it was really good. Now next one is Super Cub. If you like slice of life anime, you'll enjoy this one. This one is a really good slice of life anime. So it basically follows these three girls that are gonna have like their own motorcycle slash I guess you say mopeds. They're like called Cubs or whatever. And you're just gonna see them like as they become friends and stuff like that, and like they bond over having like these cubs, and they do different stuff. And there is that one point where something bad happens, you're like, damn, and like they have to come rescue somebody. But all in all, if you like slice of life anime, this is one, it's like one of the best slice of lives, because like it's super chill. It's like something you turn on, you're just like, wow, this is like actually really good, because like you just see them do their daily lives and other type of stuff like that. It's one of these super laid back slice of life that you can just turn on and just binge like that, because like it's a cool, like I said, there's like nothing crazy happening in this anime, but there's just like times you just watch it like, wow, this is really good. It's one of those, like I said, if you like slice of life anime, you'll enjoy this one. It was really good. It was one of my favorite ones when it first dropped. Now next one is Space Dandy. Now Space Dandy is literally made by the same person who made Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, stuff like that. And Space Dandy's really interesting. So yeah, the main character, he's basically going to go around the universe hunting for these aliens and looking for these different aliens that he can get their bounties. And like this anime has a lot of colorful like aspects to it, and it's really cool. Like Space Dandy is dope. And it's one of these ones, like I said, like especially if you like space, you'll enjoy Space Dandy, seeing some of the different aliens and some of the different stuff. They even have basically a space like Hooters type of place in a way, and it's funny like when he goes into there, because like you see all the different girls, and like they quote unquote kind of have, you know, they're gonna have like the short shorts and like short top whatever. But yeah, Space Dandy's really dope. If you ever seen it, watch it, because like let me know if you've watched it, if you have seen Space Dandy, because I feel like it's a classic one that you need to watch. I think this came out like early 2010s, but it's really dope though. Now the last one is one of my all-time favorite anime, and I'm glad that it's on Crunchyroll, and that is Black Lagoon. Black Lagoon, if you like action, you'll enjoy Black Lagoon. If you like badass women, you'll enjoy Black Lagoon, because the main character Revi is one of the most badass women of all time, and even the whole cast is badass, because there's a maid called Roberta, she's badass. There's a Russian mafia boss named Belaika who's badass. There's even like a nun named Edna who's badass. That's also, would it say, she might be undercover or something like that. Yeah, if you like any type of crime and any type of like shooting and stuff like that, you'll enjoy this one, because basically in Black Lagoon they live in a city called Renoirport. And in Renoirport, basically all the bad of the bad live here. Like all different gangs. You have cartel, you have Russian mob, you have like the Chinese like trade, or like the Chinese mob, stuff like that, Japanese mob. All these different ones all live here in this city, and they all have to coexist in like this very like crime-riddled city. There's a lot of like wild stuff that happens here, but we mainly follow the Lagoon crew, who are the main people, and they basically take up like different jobs they're basically like contract workers in a way, because they take different jobs from like all the people around this town and like even other people, and they like go on different missions. But like I said, Revi is really badass. Like she has so many crazy scenes where you're just like, yeah, damn, she's that one, because like I said, she uses 2 guns, and like trust me, she will pop people left and right. She's fighting samurais, she's fighting like, I guess you could say like a girl with like 2 swords, she's fighting people with chainsaw, all these different stuff. She's fighting so many different people in this show, and like the firefights are always interesting, and like the stuff they get involved is very interesting.
Alright, I'll start with the shit on the left. Let's dance the jitterbug, baby!
But yeah, these were the good anime I feel like you should watch on Crunchyroll in 2022. I'll probably come back with another Crunchyroll list sometime in the future, but all in all, like I said, these were just like super brief little, like just giving you little brief synopsis about what they're all about, because I don't want to spoil too much. But yeah, let me know if you're going to watch any of these, put them in the comments. If you have seen all these, let me know. And like I said, if you watch a lot of anime, you more likely seen these. I'm mainly just doing this just to let people know about what anime are actually on Crunchyroll, because I mean, even if you've seen all of these, you could have had Crunchyroll and you didn't know they were on there just yet, and you can rewatch them, just saying. But yeah, if you're new, why not subscribe? If you enjoyed the video, why not like? If you didn't, you could dislike, subscribe if you really enjoyed. But yeah, I'll probably make another one sometime in the future. And if you want me to put any anime on the future from Crunchyroll, like in the list, just leave it down in the comments, and I'll probably put in a video. And I might mention your name for being the suggestion. Just saying. But yeah, I'll see you next video though. But thank you for watching. I'll see you. Bye.